English in Pieces, number 3, 10 words ending in less. 10 words ending in less. In English, the suffix less means without. For example, something that is colorless is white or transparent. It has no color. Someone who is homeless has no place to live. They are without a home. Colorless, homeless. The first one, careless. Careless has two syllables. And next on the first syllable, careless. Careless means without care. My sister is very careless with her possessions. For example, she left her laptop on the sofa and later someone sat on it. He made a careless remark about her appearance that really upset her. So careless remark means saying something without thinking. So one made without thinking. My son's teacher says that his work is often rather careless. He is careless in everything that he does. Careless, and it means without care. The next one, endless. Endless. Endless has two syllables, and then less. So accent the first syllable, endless. Endless means without end or very long. I hate going to my aunt's house because then I have to listen to her endless stories about her dogs. We used to have endless arguments about politics. He seems to think that I have an endless supply of money. Take a note, we often use to exaggerate how long something is. As in the example above, it doesn't necessarily mean there is no end. Yes, there is end, but it's very long. Endless. And endless means without end or very long. The next one, selfless. Selfless. Selfless is two syllables, self and less. Accent the first syllable, selfless. Selfless means generous in helping others without being so focused on oneself. I admire my teacher's selfless devotion. She stays after school for hours, giving students extra help. She is a selfless person who is deeply concerned about social justice. She's really a symbol of sacrifice and selfless service. She was a wonderful companion, and her generosity to me was entirely selfless. Selfless means generous in helping others without being so focused on oneself. Selfless. The next one, flawless. Flawless. So flawless is two syllables. Flawless. Flawless means perfect. He spent $10,000 on a flawless diamond ring for his fiancée. The countdown was flawless, and the space missile went off exactly on schedule. The ballerina's performance was flawless, and the audience was mesmerized. A flaw is a defect, so something that is flawless is perfect, no defect. It has no defect, nothing wrong with it. Flawless. Flawless means perfect. The next one, helpless. Helpless. Helpless has two syllables, except the first syllable, helpless. Helpless means unable to help oneself. Little babies are so helpless. Their parents need to do everything for them. You feel so helpless because there's nothing you can do to make the child better. She cried out in helplessness as the kidnapper dragged her away. Pay attention to this. The opposite is not helpful. The opposite of helpless is not helpful. Helpful means you can help others. The opposite of helpless is something like self-sufficient. So when you say helpless, it is about you or about the person, not other people. So self-sufficient, someone who can take care of themselves. Helpless, helpless means unable to help oneself. The next one, priceless, priceless. Priceless has two syllables, except the first syllable, priceless. Priceless means extremely valuable. We saw many priceless works of art in the museum. A priceless collection of vases was destroyed. Her knowledge and experience would make her a priceless asset to the team. So here priceless means extremely useful. You should have seen the look on her face when I told her it was priceless. Something that is priceless is considered so valuable that you couldn't buy it even with lots of money. Priceless. Priceless and priceless means extremely valuable. The next one, useless or worthless. Useless and worthless, they both have two syllables, except the first syllable. Useless, worthless. They both mean having no use or no value. The school website is useless. It hasn't been updated since last year. We'll have to call to get the current information. My grandparents' basement was full of worthless old newspapers and magazines. She was criticized so much by her employers that she began to feel worthless. And take a note that we usually call things useless or worthless. Calling a person, somebody, useless or worthless is a very strong insult. So do not use this on people. Useless, worthless. Useless, worthless. They both mean having no use or no value. The next one is hopeless. Hopeless. Hopeless has two syllables and accent on the first syllable. And remember, this sounds like hope. Hope, hope, hopeless. Hopeless means without hope, without possibility of success. The doctors say it's hopeless. His cancer can't be cured. They searched for survivors, but it was hopeless. She was depressed and felt totally hopeless about the future. Take a note, we usually describe a situation as hopeless. For your own feelings, you should say, I have no hope. The situation is hopeless, but don't say I am hopeless. For the opposite, however, you can say I'm hopeful if you do have hope. So hopeless means without hope, without possibility of success, and it's talking about a situation. The next one is restless. Restless. Restless has two syllables. Restless is in the first syllable, and then as you pronounce this, you don't have to pronounce T. Just say restless. Restless. You don't have to say restless. 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 Restless means agitated, not relaxed. I've been sitting at a computer for the past 6 hours and I'm feeling restless. Let's go for a walk. He's a restless type. He never stays in one country for long. She spent a restless night, tossing and turning. It means she did not sleep well. Take a note. Restless describes a situation where you don't want to stay still. You want to move or change something. You can be restless due to emotions, worries, or simply after a long period of inactivity. Restless. Restless means agitated, not relaxed. The last one for today is harmless. Harmless. Harmless has two syllables and accent on the first syllable. Harmless. Harmless means not causing damage. Don't worry, my dog is harmless. He's very gentle. My best friend and I like to play harmless pranks on each other. There were those who found the joke offensive, but Johnson insisted it was just a bit of harmless fun. And note, harm is another word for damage or hurt. So, a harmless dog is one who won't bite or hurt you. And a harmless prank is one that doesn't cause injury, damage property, or hurt someone's feelings. Harmless. Harmless. And harmless means not causing damage.